are just 1 week away from the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam, and we are live from Boston, Massachusetts for Monday Night Raw. And it appears that we are kicking off this week's episode of Raw with the former SmackDown Live Commissioner, Shane McMahon. Last week, Shane McMahon declined the offer from General Manager Triple H, but tonight, Shane McMahon is here, and just so you know, no Triple H and no Braun Strowman in the building. But Shane O'Mac is here to address the fans and listen to the reception he's receiving from the crowd in Boston. Wow, what a bombshell to kick off Raw here in Boston. Shane McMahon accepts the challenge to face Braun Strowman at SummerSlam. It is now official. The monster among men will get his hands on the former SmackDown Live Commissioner, Shane McMahon, at SummerSlam. And it will be no holds barred. Will Braun Strowman get his revenge, or will Shane McMahon once again embarrass the authority of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon of Monday Night Raw? And also at SummerSlam. Confirmed earlier this week via social media, first by the Olympic gold medalist himself, and then by Raw General Manager Triple H. It will be Kurt Angle stepping back inside the squared circle to take on Rikishi. Rikishi issuing the challenge a couple of weeks ago. Kurt Angle has responded, and the rivalry between the tag team champions, the American Alpha, and the former champions, the Usos, will continue when their retrospective managers step in the ring. Kurt Angle versus Rikishi at SummerSlam. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and we are almost set for our first matchup here this evening. And we have women's action to declare the number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship. Whoever wins tonight will go on to face Bayley at SummerSlam. As Nikki Bella makes her way to the ring, the former SmackDown Live Women's Champion who tried to unify the championships but came up short at Battleground against the Huggable One. Tonight, Nikki Bella looks to go one step closer to getting another shot at the Women's Championship, but she has a very, very difficult opponent. Because her opponent tonight is not like most girls. Nia Jax. And Nikki Bella knows firsthand, in fact, so does the Raw Women's Champion. Both were on the receiving end of a Samoan drop, courtesy of Nia Jax, when Nia Jax decided to interject herself in the Women's Championship rematch that Nikki Bella had against Bayley. This has forced Nikki Bella into a match here against Nia Jax, and now the number one contendership is on the line. I would not want to go up against Nia Jax. She is a monster in the women's division, and she looks like she has her focus firmly on the Raw Women's Championship. But first, she will have to get past Nikki Bella. And the referee signals for the bell to get our opening contest underway. And Nia Jax immediately on the attack and knocks down Nikki, and you can see the size difference. And that is why Nia Jax is not like most girls. She is pretty damn dominant. And already, Nikki, oh God, no. No. Oh, goodness me. Nia Jax. She could have it won here already. I don't think she's done though. Oh, goodness. Well, Nia Jax picking up where she left off. That Samoan drop a couple of weeks ago, now manhandling Nikki Bella. Look at this, goodness me. And Nikki Bella hung out across that top rope and holding her throat. And Nikki Bella has had neck injuries in the past, but Nikki begins to fight back. She's not out of it yet. Oh, but look at this again. Just scoops up Nikki Bella like she weighs nothing and then launches her across the ring. Oh, and a stiff kick to the back. And Nikki Bella again manhandled, women handled, I should say that. And oh, the leg drop right across the chest. Nikki Bella is in deep, deep trouble. Picks up Nikki. Samoan drop. Delivered with authority. 1, 2, 3. Wow. That was incredibly impressive. Absolute dominance by Nia Jax here this evening. And Nia Jax is now your #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley, are you watching? Because you're up next. Nia Jax versus Bayley for the Women's Championship, set for SummerSlam. But up next, it is The Miz versus the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And The Miz returning to action just this past week at a WWE live event against the great one, The Rock. You can check out what went down right here on my YouTube channel. And speaking of the great one, I don't think anybody could forget. It is the face-off between the WWE Undisputed Champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and his challenger at SummerSlam, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock. That's right. Rock, Brock, the face-off later on here this evening. But up now, we have The Miz and Maurice making their way to the ring. And The Miz, well, we haven't seen that face for quite some time in a Raw ring ready for action. Because we've been very used to seeing, if you watch SmackDown Live before Battleground, seeing a masked man all over the place, and even at times a masked woman, which we found out, courtesy of The Rock, that it was The Miz and Maurice. The Miz fired on SmackDown Live after he lost to R-Truth and came up with this plan to be the masked man. But he was unmasked by the People's Champ when he decided to interrupt The Rock. And The Rock layeth the smackdown on The Miz and his monkey ass. But The Miz looks very happy with himself this evening. Seems to have recovered from what went down at a WWE live event. But he may not be too happy shortly, because he tonight takes on our United States champion, the King of Strong Style. It is Shinsuke Nakamura, and the roof is about to come off this place. Listen to the fans here in Boston. It is sing along with Nakamura. An unbelievable atmosphere for the King of Strong Style, and it is a non-title match here tonight. But the crowd are seriously up for seeing Nakamura in action here tonight, and Nakamura appreciates each and every one of them. This is incredible. What an ovation for Nakamura, and there isn't an entrance quite like it. The Miz does not look impressed, but I cannot understand how you cannot be impressed by this man. And this man right here seems to have caught the eye of the big dog Roman Reigns. Reigns even hinting on social media this past week that he feels that the time is right for him to go after championship gold. Was he hinting at Nakamura's championship, or was he hinting at something else? We all know that Roman Reigns has targeted for quite some time to regain the biggest prize in sports entertainment, which is now held by the Beast Brock Lesnar, the undisputed championship. We will have to wait and find out what Roman Reigns means. But nevertheless, tonight, we have some action right here, right now, and it is Nakamura. Goosebumps. The Miz trying to remain unfazed, but this crowd, it is an electrifying night, and still to come here this evening, it is the face-off between the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock, and the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. It is a huge night here on Raw, and then we are all set for the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. So how will Nakamura fare tonight? Can The Miz defeat the King of Strong Style? We are ready for singles action next here on Raw. Crowd on their feet, ready to go. Look at The Miz. Stern look on his face. And the referee signals for the bell to get this match underway, and Nakamura and The Miz tie up, and Maurice watches on. And you always have to be careful when The Miz and Maurice are around. Oh, look at this. Vintage Nakamura, and The Miz doesn't know what to do. And Nakamura does it for him, says, come on. Oh well. Yes, The Miz is back, ladies and gentlemen. But Nakamura, he just doesn't care. And they tie up again. And as I was saying, you have to be careful with Maurice on the outside. She will be looking to get involved if she gets a chance. You must check out this week's WWE live event to to see what went down between The Miz and The Rock. It is on my YouTube channel. Please do not miss out. As The Miz sends off Nakamura, and a big boot from The Miz, and The Miz taunts the fans here in Boston. Not a fan favourite. Maybe you should put the mask back on. Please. Please. We don't need to see it, Miz. As The Miz snaps down Nakamura, but Nakamura already back to a knee and now up on his feet. And that one hurt. Didn't just hurt The Miz. I think Maurice felt that one. Now The Miz hung across the middle rope, and now the knee to the back by Nakamura. And those trademark knees, The Miz will have to be careful of that. Because if Nakamura gets into his flow, that could spell the end of The Miz. But The Miz, oh, a chop block. That's a smart move. Chopping down the leg of Nakamura and then drives Nakamura down with the reverse DDT and follows up quick. The Miz just one step ahead of Nakamura so far. And again, keeping Nakamura grounded. It's a difficult thing to do, but The Miz is doing well at the moment. And drives the elbow again into the face of Nakamura. And this is a non-title match, just to make that clear. As Miz is cheered on by Maurice, and there's those short jabs from The Miz, and Nakamura applies with a kick to the midsection, kick to the face, and here comes Nakamura and a knee, and that sent The Miz right down to the mat, and it's time for some vintage Nakamura. And how the tables have turned very quickly back in favour of the United States champion. And let's not forget, back at Battleground, Shinsuke Nakamura thought he had unified the Intercontinental Championship, which is held by Bobby Roode, and his United States Championship, only for that to be overturned by the general manager, the new general manager, Triple H. Bobby Roode still holds the Intercontinental Championship, and he will defend that championship against Seth Rollins. And The Miz looking to pull some sort of upset here tonight. It would be classed as that, and that snap DDT finds the mark. Referee, 1, 2. Oh, and Nakamura kicks out at 2, but he came close. The Miz surprising myself here with this offense. The crowd here in Boston not appreciating The Miz, and a jaw jacker courtesy of Nakamura, and takes up The Miz, and oh, pancakes him flat across his face into the mat. And you see all the time Maurice getting on the case, trying to get the attention of Nakamura, but Nakamura dedicated to the attack on The Miz and driving those knees, knee after knee, into the side of the head of The Miz, and that is going to do some damage. Oh, and another knee, and that one's stunned The Miz down to the mat. Could have broke a rib there. That is how aggressive Nakamura is when he gets going, but The Miz is back in this one. And, oh, again! Stuns Nakamura with another DDT. And now snaps over, and a Boston Crab, a half crab, courtesy of The Miz. Nakamura not having it all his own way in this match, as the referee asks the question, and Nakamura reverses and breaks out, much to the joy of the fans here in Boston. Firmly behind the King of Strong Style is the crowd here tonight, and Nakamura, just like that, unbelievable, swinging the momentum back in favour of the King of Strong Style, and a Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Nakamura is victorious. Here is how he got it done. The Kinshasa wiping out The Miz. Oh, come on. As the replays were being shown, The Miz, a sore loser. Hey, we've got officials out here trying to take the chair off The Miz. No, no, no! Oh, for goodness sake. Come off it, Miz. Wait a minute. Roman Reigns? Reigns. Wait. Hey, Reigns has come to the defense of Nakamura. Oh, and he sends the Miz 360 over the top rope. Well, maybe it was respect after all that Roman Reigns had for Nakamura. Unbelievable. Shinsuke Nakamura saved by Roman Reigns from this attack. And look at Nakamura, I don't think he can quite believe it. A stare down between these two, but it looks like it was out of respect from the big dog to the King of Strong Style. What a moment this is. Oh, wait just a second. I spoke too soon. Roman Reigns, ever the opportunist, a spear to Nakamura, and so that's what it's all about. Roman Reigns wants the United States Championship, and I'm being told that it is now official for SummerSlam. Shinsuke Nakamura will defend the United States Championship against the big dog Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. And as we saw earlier this evening, it will be Nia Jax who will take on the Raw Women's Champion Bayley. A huge opponent for Bayley to take on at SummerSlam. Can Bayley defeat the dominant Nia Jax to retain her championship? Or will Nia Jax dominate once again? It happens at SummerSlam. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw as Kurt Hawkins makes his way to the ring. And I'll tell you what is a fact. Kurt Hawkins hasn't exactly lit it up on the red brand for quite some time. And I don't think the situation is going to get any better tonight with his opponent. Because, let's be honest, the fact is, Kurt Hawkins has been less than impressive when we have seen him on Raw. And I'll tell you another fact as well. His opponent simply doesn't like Finn Balor. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, has choked out Finn Balor at any given opportunity. And another fact, Samoa Joe is one angry mofo. He is that. And Samoa Joe has a match against Kurt Hawkins. Another fact is that Samoa Joe is a dominant individual. Just like we saw with Nia Jax earlier this evening. Another fact, Samoa Joe is on a rampage and Kurt Hawkins stands in his way. Another fact, Joe's gonna kill you, Kurt Hawkins? We'll see if that's a fact. The fact is, it is Kurt Hawkins with his sweaty palms up against Samoa Joe, and the referee signals for the bell to get this contest underway. And Joe, oh my goodness me. Oh wow. I was gonna say that could have been all right there, but Joe clearly wants to get more than a couple of seconds in the ring tonight, and oh wow. Kurt Hawkins launched all the way across the ring. And Hawkins is in trouble already. Look at this manhandling. We have seen some dominant performances here tonight. Nia Jax one in particular. And now, Samoa Joe. And Joe, look at this offense. Kicks, punches, suplexes. Joe has all in his arsenal. And I'm sure that Finn Balor is watching this. What condition is Finn Balor in after being choked out again? Could it be time to call upon the demon? No word at all from Finn Balor since he was choked out. And Joe, oh God. How much more can Kurt Hawkins take of this? I mean, it's like Joe is sending a message here and taking out all his anger and aggression on Hawkins. And I believe that all of this aggression is directed at Finn Balor. He just does not like Balor at all. And he is one angry, pissed off mofo. Well, there it is, the Coquina clutch. Do I look surprised? No. Was it a fact that Joe killed Kurt Hawkins? Pretty much. That was inevitable. After suplexes, kicks, punches, you name it, Joe hit it. The Coquina clutch locked in, and Kurt Hawkins had to tap out before he was choked out. Samoa Joe sends another message to Finn Balor here tonight on Raw. Will Finn Balor respond? Whoa. And well, will Finn Balor respond? Finn Balor didn't, but the Demon did. Finn Balor will make the Demon rise once again at SummerSlam to take on the Destroyer and the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. It is the Demon versus Joe at SummerSlam. And up next, it is all set for SummerSlam. 15 years in the making. WWE Undisputed Champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, will go to war again with the Great One, the Challenger, The Rock. This time it is Lesnar who holds the championship that The Rock wants to regain. And up next, the two will face off. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. Since it was announced that The Rock, wow, listen to it, the electricity running through this arena from the fans here in Boston for the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment, The Rock. And everybody has been talking about it. The Rock, the challenger. Brock Lesnar, the champion, and the face-off here tonight. And let's not forget, the last time The Rock was in the ring with Brock Lesnar was on the receiving end of a rock bottom, courtesy of the Great One. You see on the shirt that The Rock says, Team Bring It. Well, will Brock Lesnar bring it tonight here on Raw? This is supposed to be strictly a face-off to get us ready for the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. And The Rock just drinking in the people. The people's champ, representing the people here tonight. But a poll on Delzinski.com says that many believe that the Beast Incarnate will conquer once again. Make sure you go and cast your vote on Delzinski.com who you think will win between The Rock and Brock. And here comes the WWE Undisputed Champion with his advocate, Paul Heyman. Have the doors of Suplex City been opened? Lesnar looks in a foul mood. Heyman looks very cocky, and The Rock staring down, and look, oh my, the shirt is come off, and now the belt, and wait a minute, here comes Lesnar. No face off, just fists from the Beast, and The Rock now trying to get the upper hand, and the referee, the boos here for the referee trying to separate these two, and Lesnar trying to recover in the corner, and The Rock being held back by the official, but oh, not for long. Goodness me, The Rock puts down Lesnar, and this one has exploded, and Heyman, all he can do is look on as his Beast is being conquered by The Rock. Lesnar fights back, the crowd, it's 50-50 here, Suplex City from the fans here in Boston. And now it's Lesnar. Lesnar again looks for another German suplex, that's two. And now, oh, look at this. Brock Lesnar with that MMA background and unloading on The Rock. And Heyman now beginning to look a little bit more happy with what is going down. Lesnar goes for the F5. Oh, The Rock finds a way out. And now, oh, Rock, no. Lesnar reversed it. Oh, The Rock went for the rock bottom, but it was reversed into an F5. Oh my God. Brock Lesnar has the final say here tonight on Raw with an emphatic F5, and this is how he got it done. The Rock broke free of the initial F5, went for the rock bottom, but Lesnar this time wise to it, having felt it once before here on Raw, takes up The Rock, and the challenger then hit with an F5. Look at this. And if Brock Lesnar delivers that F5 at SummerSlam, he will surely retain the WWE Undisputed Championship. Will the Beast conquer at SummerSlam?